Hola! Welcome to our 21st episode of the Roofless Dog and Pony Show. My name is Julio Panisello. I am the dream alchemist at Roofless Painters, and I am going to be the host of this presentation like every week for the past 21 weeks. And just as an introduction, the Roofless Dog and Pony Show is a weekly live presentation featuring the conceptual and stylistic inspiration behind our weekly painting webinars. What we do is we talk about the next painting collection. We introduce the premise. We talk about the inspiration behind it. We bring up some art history references, and we add a bit of commentary. You can find all the episodes, including this one, in our YouTube channel, which you can find in our website, also in our Instagram link in bio. And talking about Instagram, you'll find also the all the episodes in our feed. So we're very excited to talk about this week, and we had a fantastic week. This was a very important week. This past week we painted cups of tea, and it felt really good. It was a way of calming our spirit and understanding that certain things that are out of our control. So we were debating what to do this week. We were talking about what could be significant. How can we approach the following this next week? We are all together in this. So we were looking at different things, watching paintings, and we found out that this Saturday it's going to be Diwali. And let me see if I can bring. Yeah. So we decided that we were going to do something about it. We know about Diwali, and for those of you who may not be super aware, Diwali is it's a festival celebrated in many countries, and it's a festival that symbolizes the spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. So we thought this could be the perfect way of connecting what we went through last week to what is about to happen. So very simple. Diwali falls on Saturday because it's the new moon, and it's a combination of a harvest festival and other things. But it transitions from the harvest season into winter, and many people from many religions observe the festival. It has great positive symbolism. And this is a picture of an oil candle that people use to decorate their homes during Diwali. And so Diwali also means like a string of lights. So generally the decorations involve not just one but many lights. I'm probably the least prepared person to talk about the festival, but I just love what it represents, what it looks like, and I think it would be a good opportunity to bringing up a new still life. We've done collections of paintings in which we have used candles as subject matter, or sources of light. I remember a collection of paintings that we did with the light of the screen of a smartphone. But this time we're going to try something different. We are encouraging everyone joining for this webinar to actually use a real candle and do a still life from life using a candle. We've never done this before. We always talk about how different it is to paint from life and paint off of a photograph. So we want to experience this collection. We want to experience in this collection of paintings what it would feel like to paint a candle from light. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the festival briefly, and also we brought some examples of candles in paintings as subject matter. So the festival, it's not just on Saturday, it's a multi-day festival that starts before Saturday. Saturday is the main event, and people prepare for the festival by cleaning, renovating, painting their homes, decorating their homes using the diyas, the oil lamps, and rangolis. I think rangolis is like a decoration made, handcrafted decoration. So people wear their finest clothes during Diwali. They illuminate the interior and exterior of their homes with the candles, with the diyas, and they worship. Or they do ceremonial worships of different gods and goddesses depending on the religion. The Hindus celebrate Diwali, the Jains celebrate Diwali, and also some Buddhists celebrate Diwali as well. Not everyone, and I'll remember other religions. But yeah, so the goddess in this case that's the most important in Diwali. It's a female goddess. How about that for a change? Her name is Lakshmi, and she's the goddess of prosperity and wealth. So during Diwali, there is an opportunity to summon and bring about wealth and prosperity and good luck. So that's why people use the candles as a way of invoking that spirit and that sense of hope for the future, mostly. And there are 12 countries that celebrate, or more than 12 and celebrate that. There are 12 countries that mark Diwali with a national holiday. We know of India, of course, but Fiji also celebrates it as a national holiday, as an official holiday. Guyana, India, Malaysia, Mauritius, Myanmar, Nepal, Pakistan, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Suriname, and Trinidad and Tobago. And the first thing that we like to learn is that there are a few Caribbean countries that also celebrate Diwali, not to mention Fiji, which is really far away from South Asia. So yeah, it's a 5-day celebration. It coincides with the new moon. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring about some images. Oh, and possibly one of the other reasons that we are happy to bring this as an inspiration, it's because we have a new vice president-elect, Kamala Harris, and she's the first vice president to be of many things, to be of South Asian descent. This is a picture of Kamala's mom and Kamala, I think in Auckland. She was born here, but her mom was from India. And Diwali is observed by every single president, at least the recent presidents that we know of, including the previous one. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this up because I wonder if with this new vice president, the celebrations will take will kick up another notch. So this is interesting as well. It's a photo of the ancestral village of Kamala Harris' grandparents celebrating her victory, and they have started Diwali celebrations early. So apparently there are a few villages in which Kamala's grandparents were born that have started firing or decorating their homes and using firecrackers and fireworks much earlier than usual. And so I'm just gonna bring a few paintings. Let me see if I can find the first one. This is a painting by a Japanese artist. His name is Kaoru Kawano. It's titled Red Candle from 1950, and we thought it would be interesting to bring images of not only hyper-realistic candles, which we found, but also of candles being the subject of paintings created or recreated by artists with diverse styles. So this is one example. We love how the artist created the illumination of the candle using these radiating lines. I'm gonna bring another one. It's not lit, but I think it's cute. If I can find it. Yeah, this one is called Pink Candle, 1909 by Henri Rousseau. The primitive artist, self-taught, most known for jungle paintings with wild animals, but we found this still life with a pink candle, and yeah, we thought it was appropriate. A different style also. There's no light there, but this is a Picasso painting. He did a lot of still lifes in which candles were present. This one is Jug, Candle, and Enamel Pan, 1945 by Picasso. The candle becoming the center stage of the still life. This is an expressionist painting using several candles, still life with candles and miner. 1930, Max Beckmann, expressionist artist. I think there's a mirror there. So yeah, there is a mirror. So that's another example of using more than one candle. They're lit, and we like the really elongated composition. Another example of a candle painting. I didn't think. Oh, we love this image of a painting by South African artist Gerard Sekoto, Boy and the Candle, 1943. And we chose it even though it involves a figure in it, and we are going to be focused on the still life. But we thought it's an interesting and beautiful composition, also point of view, a higher point of view, and we love the way the candle is depicted with the flame and the boy interacting or lighting the candle, it seems. And finally, oh no, there's one hyper-realistic. We saved the hyper-realism to the end. This is a painting by American artist David Ligar, Still Life with Candle, 1999, part of the hyperrealism movement of that time. And it's important and interesting because when we paint this from live, it's going to be tomorrow, Friday, and it's going to be daytime. So it's good. It's going to be during the day, and it's going to be interesting to see what kind of light we're going to get. It's probably going to be better for our eyes to do a painting of a still life from live, looking at a flame during daytime. But we brought this as an example of a scene that incorporates outdoor daytime lighting and what a candle may look like. We'll see what happens with our paintings, but I think it's going to be interesting. And we also love the fact that it's an outdoor space, but there is a background, a backdrop for the candle. So we're going to be experimenting. Every time we do still lives, we like to experiment with the arrangement of the objects. For the last one, the cup of tea, we spent almost half an hour arranging objects, switching, and also seeing if a backdrop to the still life may work. And I think for this one, it's probably going to be a good idea to have a backdrop. So if you don't know how to do it, we recommend to get a cardboard box and then open it up in a way that allows you to keep the shape, but save one of the corners of the box. And then you can always put a drape or something or nothing covering the cardboard. But yeah, so you can use that as a backdrop for the candle. In our case, we're going to try to keep this very minimal. and possibly just play with the idea of bringing a candle holder. If you have an oil lamp, then even better. And if you have more than one, possibly it's going to be more related to the theme. And finally, as a final example of the candlelight, by the way, that's going to be the name of the series, Candlelight. We're going to bring images of Gerhard Richter's series of candle paintings, which we absolutely love for many reasons. Not only we love Gerhard Richter as an artist, but we love this series of paintings that he did in the early 80s. We thought there were only a few of these paintings, but there are plenty. I would say more than 10. He did them in different sizes. Some of them are monochromatic, and some of them involve a single candle. But we absolutely love the paintings of the candles that he did. They're hyper realistic, but they are conceptually very strong, in the sense that for us they represent not only the idea of hope for the future, the idea of humbleness against negative odds, but also the self-realization of mortality. These are objects that are lit, but eventually the light's going to extinguish and go away. So there is something, as in his early paintings, something that we detect as an idea of positivity for the future, but at the same time, a plain realization that that is not going to last. And we have a couple more, but there are a few of his paintings that depict more than one, and perhaps relating those to the idea of Diwali would be interesting. Diwali meaning a string of lights. You don't have to, but this could be a good idea. For example, keep it simple. We also love the fact that some of these candle paintings, they seem to be under very bright light. It's not like the Dutch Renaissance style of complete darkness and then a single candle lighting the space. These paintings seem to be happening in a well-lit room and with a very neutral background. So consider that as an example, or as a source or as a guideline for the candle paintings that we are going to do. And I don't have any more. I think I have one last one by him. Yeah, maybe I don't. Yeah, I think that's it. But we're just gonna finish with this final painting of Gerhard Richter, 1982. He has plenty. So these paintings are incredible in the sense that they're fairly large. I think 18 by 24 and larger. And when you look up close to the canvas, they're done with oil on canvas, but the surface of the canvas, it's very textured. You would expect that the paintings, you would see sort of like a flatness on the surface, and then you would be able to recognize the brushstrokes. But these paintings are incredible in the sense that the painting surface is really rugged. It almost feels like it's been plastered. And then when you get close, you cannot see the brushstrokes. It almost feels like the paint has been printed on the rugged surface. It's amazing. It's amazing. And in itself, it looks beautiful. But once you get close and you see how this has been painted, it's mind-blowing. It's just incredible. It's so potent and strong that you really do feel the candle is lighting the room. I mean, we're not going to go for that effect naturally, but this is an example of paintings that they photograph really poorly, because when you see them, they just look like postcards when you see an image of them. But when you see one of these paintings up close, It's a religious experience. That's the way we would describe it. If you, once the museums open up and then you get to travel, we get to travel, please put it in your bucket list to see one of these paintings live, because it's gonna blow your mind. So thanks for watching. We're excited. The webinar is tomorrow, Friday. Please pre-register or register in our link in bio if you're on Instagram, and in our website if you're watching these from any other source. Any level welcome. The benefits of painting collectively are many. We are behind the scenes giving instruction, but also tips and advice. We also do this along with everyone else, so we are better at giving a specific tips on this process. We have a shared image folder that we use as a meeting point where we exchange and share our progress. We make comments and we keep that sharing folder alive for the rest of eternity, I guess. People are still uploading images. In the very first webinar we did, the crowded elevators. And what else? You get, when you register, you get, yes, us too. Sarah, congratulations. Sorry, I just had to say this. But yeah, so we, what was I going to say? Yeah, we offer, when you register for the webinars, we offer a free bonus session on Tuesdays when you can join and exchange and share your progress if you've done some progress, but also we offer a tutorial that's based on any experiences that we had during the webinar. So all in all, it's $20. It's a steal if you ask us, and you can ask everyone else taking the webinars. And if you cannot make it on Friday because of the timing, register and you can watch the webinar later. So you don't have to attend the webinar live. Some of us are lucky to find the time to do it, but if you can't, register. We'll send you the video later, and you can watch it anytime. In fact, some people, what they do is they watch the webinar live, and then they rewatch it again and they start painting after, because there's so much information that we put out. Some people prefer to do it in 2 stages. Candlelight, celebrating the Festival of Lights, the victory of light over darkness, of knowledge over ignorance, and what else? And good over evil. That's where we're going for. So still lives from life if you can. If you cannot, then you can use a photograph. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks everyone. You guys are amazing, and we want everyone to join.